Hey, what's happening, guys? So, we are in Chiang Mai, Thailand, the western half of the old square. So today, gonna be a little more of a kind of a random, different video, kind of a get to know me one. We just hit the 3-month anniversary of my journey so far in my favorite city, Chiang Mai. Across the street without getting hit by a car. And yeah, so this video is probably more exciting to you if you're an existing follower, kind of invested in my blog journey so far. If you're a first timer, just kind of stumbling upon me in the algorithm, I'm not going to be really doing anything too crazy this video. So if you feel the need to click away, I understand, but maybe check out one of my other videos. I do get more exciting in my blogs. Today's going to be a bit of a stream of consciousness, avoiding traffic type of day. Just kind of doing a recap of my journey. So now I should have done the responsible thing and make a little outline for today, so I can check my phone in between cuts, kind of refresh my memory of what I wanted to talk about. Procrastinated, did not do that. Okay, trying this again. So I've done 7 countries in these past 3 months. I did Italy, San Marino, Vatican, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. All really cool. Kind of crazy to think about how I've done that within 3 months. Taken 9 flights, 5 or 6 long-term, like long-distance bus trips, 5 or 6 long-distance train trips, all throughout those countries to get around. So I definitely became pretty comfortable with some of the chaos of traveling and everything. You have no choice. You either got to get comfortable with it or go home, right? It's been an awesome experience so far. Learned a lot about the world, learned a lot about myself. Done a lot of traveling before, but always in like 2 or 3 week increments. I'm used to being on the road in general, just because like I used to tour with bands and stuff when I was in the music industry back in the day. So it's still kind of within my nature. So let's start with the first country, and that was Italy. Got a good deal on a plane ticket out there and to get from Italy to Thailand, so I was like, why not start with Europe, mix it up. Never been there before, absolutely loved it. The food was so good, the architecture, the culture, the history was amazing. I landed in Rome, spent a few days there, saw the Colosseum, Roman Forum, Palatine Hill I think it was called, a bunch of other historical stuff. So much good food, obviously, and then more food. I wasn't vlogging too much then, just because I was getting used to traveling, getting used to being on camera like this, so there's only so many videos from there. Now, while I was in Rome, I did my second country, the Vatican. It counts, smallest country in the world. That was pretty cool to say I've been there. The Vatican Museum was all right. Paid for the fast pass to get in. That was worth it. The line was pretty long. The Sistine Chapel was pretty cool too. I got yelled at for taking photos in there. I didn't notice the sign, my bad. I didn't feel that guilty though, because right afterwards there's a gift shop that sells on underwear and puzzle pieces and whatever, you know, they have plenty of merchandise. Versus temples in Asia where they don't want you taking pictures. Wow, look at that. They don't have gift shops usually, or if they do, it's more general to the country, not like Vatican, Sistine Chapel, you know, David touching the hand of, not David, whoever it was, touching the hand of God. So I don't know, so, you know, I get it merchandising. So I didn't feel guilty about taking a picture there. It is a funny memory getting yelled at for it. Yeah, then Rome, kind of all that whole bundle. And then I did Naples. Naples was pretty cool. It would have been fun to have spent more time there. I did a tour of the Amalfi Coast, like with a group, and saw all sorts of cool little cities and stuff like that. Got to sample some good food. Yeah, Naples was great. After Naples, took a train up to Florence, And Florence might have been my favorite. I really loved Rome too. Florence was cool. I mean, just seeing all the Renaissance architecture, the buildings. Got to see the Michelangelo's David. Got to see, I'm drawing a blank right now, I've been to so many places, but the main, not the Duomo, but the Florence Cathedral. That was so cool. My hotel room, I'll post a picture of it, had a rooftop bar, was looking right at it, the best view you could have. I had a Florentine steak. Oh, blew my mind. It was like $72 for the whole meal. You got a big old steak, had a beer, some veggies. Definitely a bucket list meal. Get a Florentine steak if you're a meat eater. It was so good. Also, Florence, plenty of good desserts, cannoli, stuff like that, great coffee. And then, after Florence, I did Bologna, kind of north up by Florence. And that was kind of really cool too. I never heard of it until I started doing research on Italy. And it is a great foodie spot. There I had legitimately the best lasagna I've ever had in my entire life, along with tons of other great foods too. Stuffed my face. That was a great city to ride like e-bikes around. Ooh, we can go. Might get some rain, guys. Probably will. Yeah, Bologna was great. An old medieval kind of town with a medieval vibe. And then I did Rimini, Italy, which was kind of like a coastal beach town, and it was pretty okay. I wouldn't have gone to it otherwise, other than the reason that I was going to go to San Marino directly there, which is the 5th smallest country in the world, nestled inside of Italy. And you take a bus to get there from Rimini, so it kind of makes the most sense. It was off season, it was April, cold for a lot of Italians. From where I'm from in Ohio, it's not that cold for us, so I didn't mind doing a little swimming and stuff there. Great area to ride e-bikes around too. And then yeah, I flew out of Florence, so a little more fun there. So that was the Italy saga. Again, absolutely loved Italy. Can't wait to go back. I'm gonna go back for the rest of my life. Have more and more cool food there. And side note, let me check GPS. I am just kind of in a random neighborhood here. We are heading towards a market with a goal. So yeah, Italy, 10 out of 10. Loved it. See that sweat splatter there? Wow. It is a hot one today. Okay, then after Italy, landed in an old familiar place, Thailand. That was my 3rd time there. I spent a month. Did Bangkok for a week, Chiang Mai 2 weeks, and then this was my last spot, Hat Yai for a week. Plenty of videos from that area. I won't rehash those too much. Great food, cool temples, fun people, made some new friends. Loved it. Then after that, oh wow, look at all this cool stuff. So, side note, point of this video obviously to recap the trip, but I came over this way because it was a market I'd never heard of. So we'll hold the camera more this way so it's more interesting. Cool. Let me double check Google. I think we're pretty much already in it, but yeah. So yeah, Thailand, awesome as usual. This is my 4th time I'm currently there. Jump ahead in the future since we're just staying in Thailand. Did a week in Phuket. I'm on my 2nd week of Chiang Mai. And about to go somewhere else for about 5 days after this. So stay tuned for more videos on that. Okay. And then after Thailand, I took the bus from Hat Yai across the border to Malaysia, to Penang. Stayed in, right outside of the city of Georgetown, explored Georgetown mostly. Now Malaysia is this whole other beast. I just did not expect to fall in love with it like I could. Part of me wants to gatekeep and not hype it up on the internet too much, so not too many people are going there. But I mean, it was just phenomenal. Made so many cool friends. The food was phenomenal. The people were so nice, insanely friendly. Georgetown was phenomenal. Did like like a cool observation deck with like a glass floor. What else did I do? I explored like little India, like a lot of the different markets there, some old colonial stuff. Well, if it starts to rain, this is an indoor market. This actually looks like it's one maybe where less tourists come, but more locals. Might find some cool treasures. That here. Cool. My favorite food in Malaysia was nasi lemak. It's like rice with chicken, kind of like a curry flavor to it. Very unique. I had about 1 billion plates of it all over Malaysia. So after Penang, I went to Kuala Lumpur, and wow, this market's kind of sick, guys. Interesting. Yeah, I did Kuala Lumpur. Officially my favorite like mega city, or like you'd equate to like the New York of the country, or the Bangkok, you know, their main city. It's a capital city, but I'm just, capitals aside, just in terms of big cities, I loved Kuala Lumpur. Again, the people there were so friendly. At my hotel, just have to give a shout out. It's like a Days Inn affiliate or something. Great hotel. But the guy who worked the front desk, one of the days was going to explore, and he gave me a map to like show all the different train systems and stuff by the locations. He circled everything, which train stations to get off. And then I heard there's like a little top-up card you can get, and I was like, hey, ooh, here we go. I was like, hey, you know, I heard there's a top-up card. Where do I get one of those? How's that work? And he's like, no, just use mine. He gave me his out of his wallet. Insanely nice. And I only used it like twice. I ended up doing a lot more walking that day than expected, so I didn't rack up too much usage on it. And yeah, Kuala Lumpur, phenomenal. You have to go. And then after that, I took a bus to Malacca, Malaysia. Wow. I love looking at cool stuff like this. And Malacca was so fun. A lot of cool culture. There's an old kind of like Portuguese and Dutch influence there with the architecture, old churches. There's a main river that goes through it. There's like a whole riverfront boardwalk with shops, bars, restaurants, all sorts of cool stuff. I get to spend so much time there. I spent maybe 2.5, 3 weeks in Malaysia, and I should have spent more time there. I regret that, but I will go back someday. You guys will see more footage of it too. Malaysia absolutely stole my heart. It's up there with Bangkok, or Thailand, is some of my favorite places in the world to go. Speaking of which, I don't even know where to go here. I'm probably gonna do some off-camera exploring here as well for my own entertainment. But, wow. Cool snacks and stuff. Yeah, I don't even know. This is sweet. Incense, nice. So yeah, got my camera working there. So yeah, Malaysia, loved it, stole my heart. If you're from Malaysia watching this, I love your country so much. Thanks for having me. You guys are the best. And then after that, we did a weekend in Singapore, and I have to say, absolutely loved Singapore as well. It was fascinating, beautiful, cool. Pricey though, so I only spent a weekend there. I stayed in a little like capsule hotel. I made sure to check out a lot of the major architectures of the city, with the cool buildings and skyline views. Got some good pictures. Whoa, guys, this place is sick. It has a real cool, authentic vibe to it. Like, this isn't designed for me to be excited, like a foreigner tourist, more as a local thing, which I like more actually. Oh, cool, some pork skin. I'm gonna have to come back for that. That looks good. We'll get a snack together here. Yeah, Singapore, the food was incredible. I loved the Arab Street. Tons of cool restaurants there. If you've seen any of my videos, you hear me rave and rave. I love Middle Eastern food. And one of my other favorite spots was the Chinatown with the Hawker Center. Tons and tons of food there, really cool. Very good price compared to the rest of Singapore. What's the next alleyway to go down here? Jewelry. Looks like a little temple. Let's check this out. Let's check that out. Yeah, Singapore, loved it. So from Singapore, kind of made a last minute plan. I never planned to go to Indonesia, but I was like, flights to Bali weren't bad, hotels weren't bad, so I flew there for a week. Again, another regret, should have spent 2 weeks there. It was cheaper than I thought. Bali was really nice, the people were cool, food was great. Wow, cool. Little shrine over here. I want to see a sign. That guy had his shoes on, but I'll still do it to be polite. Cool. I think it's like maybe more of a Chinese influence, especially by the art and everything. Cool. Beautiful. Where was I? Yeah, Indonesia. I kind of went there more with the intent to relax, did some nature stuff, made a few videos, I think just like 2. And yeah, I liked it. I went to literally some touristy beaches just to hang out. And I was very satisfied with that. Yeah, otherwise, I would have liked to have had another week or 2 there to see more of the island. And the visas aren't that hard to get a longer one there. Honestly, the rest of Indonesia would have been cool to see. I think next time I go, I'll go to Jakarta first. You could take like a train that goes through the long main island where Jakarta's at. And then see some of the like other islands and stuff too. Ooh, and I think I hear thunder coming. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Yeah, Indonesia, really cool. I'm happy I went, got the stamp on my passport. Look forward to going back. I don't know if that's the one I'm gonna rush to. Like Singapore, want to go back. Not gonna rush to Thailand. As you can see, I'm a regular here. And Malaysia is part of that regular list too. And Italy. Oh, so yeah, so those are the 7 countries I went to. It's been kind of a crazy journey, obviously. In 3 months, I feel like I've lived a couple years worth of life. Honestly, like it kind of blows my mind that I've only been gone 3 months. I'm not even halfway through this trip. I think I might have another 5 months left on the budget here, unless YouTube kind of works out well and I can maybe keep it going. But it's just mind-blowing how much life I've experienced, the foods I've tasted, the culture I've experienced, the ups and downs. Mostly ups, honestly. I mean, any down is more stress, just figuring shit out. It's been phenomenal, life-changing, honestly. Like, I won't go back to normal life the same. And also, too, if you're someone who's like, I don't know if I could ever pull this off. If I can do it, you can do it, man. Like, I've never had any exciting jobs in my normal life, which does make it easier to just say, screw it, let's go on these trips. I'm not giving up a career, just jobs. I don't have kids, so that's easier said than done. If you have kids, I don't know how you pull this off. There's other YouTube channels for that, I guess. But hopefully my journey's kind of inspired you to check out some stuff. Even if you have kids and a job, you can still take 2 weeks off, hopefully, and go somewhere. I know not everyone's financial situation is great, times are tough, but if you can scratch together a couple bucks, you can still do a pretty cool trip to Italy, to Southeast Asia. And maybe it's not the most ultimate experience, but yeah, maybe you go to Italy. Like I paid 462 bucks for a one-way trip. I think when I was looking back then, it was like 600 or 700 bucks for a round trip, which isn't terrible considering. And then, okay, maybe you don't get a Florentine steak, but you try some of the other signature stuff, like the lasagna I had was cheap. You can take the train system there, which is cheap to go around. You can do Italy and Florence, pick another city and you have a great time and keep it within a budget. Southeast Asia, the flights are a little more pricey to get over here and back, but once you're here, you're spending way less money, which is great too. Now I'm at the advantage of where the job I left behind, I left on good terms. They said as long as there's employment options available, I should have a safe job there. My dream is to maybe actually take this off into something. So maybe where I don't have to go back against my will, just I can go back when I'm ready to go back and visit. And But yeah, I have the advantage of, once I'm out here, it's pretty inexpensive to get from country to country, city to city, which kind of brings me to my next point, kind of where I'm going for the rest of this journey. So I'm gonna do one more country in Southeast Asia for a month. Probably head there about a week from now. And be a first time place. It's been on my bucket list. I'm gonna make a lot of videos there. I'm really gonna try to step up my game, make more, but also cooler videos for you guys. More tips, guides. If you made it this far in this video, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more. More food, more historical stuff, more religious stuff. I try to cover all the bases and give you a well-rounded experience. But yeah, let me know what else you'd like to see. So that next country is gonna be very busy. It's gonna be 30 days of just chaos. Of, well, not like chaos like Khaosan Road, it's chaos, but like I'm gonna be doing city to city to city to city, a few days in each. Would be very burnout. And then after that, that's when I was like, let me just see what these random flights look like out of Southeast Asia. There are a few other places on my bucket list. And then we're back. So within my price range of what I was cool with spending. And I'm gonna do 2 or 3 weeks in another country. Might actually be a little bit colder. So I have an excuse to wear the hoodie and jeans that I brought with me that I haven't worn since Italy, but been hanging on to. Again, it's gonna be a surprise. You gotta tune into the channel and see. That might be 2 weeks, maybe a month. I'm gonna do a little more research still on how much time I wanna spend in that place. That's the thing. I would love to spend a month in every single place I go to, at least, so I can make a bunch of videos for you guys, get a full experience of the place. Ooh, little dried shrimps. But we're on a budget. So I have to keep that in mind. These are teasers for myself and for you guys, something to look forward to coming back. And then if I never get to travel again after this one trip, I at least in my heart of hearts know I got to see some sick places. Then after that second place, one of my third spot, and that has been number one on my bucket list probably through most of my life, as long as I can remember, maybe since high school. And that, I think I might be there 6 to 8 weeks. I'm gonna try to get a 60-day visa. That'll be very exciting. I got a lot of videos to make there, a big adventure. Gonna be very fun. And then my fourth stop and last stop on the trip, at least from what I can afford from my savings, excuse me, that'll be not in Asia at all, not in Europe either. Ooh, where's it gonna be? That'll be fun. I'm gonna eat a lot of food there. Oh, I'm gonna smash so much food. Which context clues should give you an idea of what my favorite food is and where I'll be getting it at. So that's gonna be so cool. What's down here? Is there anything sweet? Ooh, foods and drinks, more foods and drinks. We'll close on getting some food as a reward for making it this far through my rambling. Let's see, where else haven't I gone? But yeah, so those 4 countries, it's gonna take me about 5 months to do that. I'm gonna kind of take my time more in those. Because I was on the fence, like after this next country I'm going to, I knew either way I would do that one. But then I was like, do I spend more time in Southeast Asia? I mean, I did want to see Cambodia and Philippines, but like those weren't hardcore for me. I could always go there later. And then I just kind of would have been lingering, spending the rest of my budget in Thailand and Malaysia probably. Enjoying myself the whole way. Seeing cool stuff, eating good food, making fun videos. Thailand, I was cool with coming back a second time. It's my 4th time here. I love it here. I'll always come back. And Malaysia I want to go back to for sure too, but I didn't want to just rehash that too early on in the channel. Space it out for you guys. While I'm out here, I have this money saved to do this trip. See my other bucket list spots, because the next 4 places are in my top 5 of my bucket list to see. So it's gonna be really fun. But yeah, so again, this was just a video of me rambling, over-caffeinated, ADHD brain, kind of just recapping my trip. Hopefully this inspired you to go on some cool trips, whether it be a long-term one, a short-term one. You know, let me know in the comments any places Actually, you know, let me know if you can guess where I'm going. That might be fun. I'm not going to confirm or deny because I still want it to be a surprise, but see if you can guess. And then let me know any places on your bucket list where you want to go. If any of the places I listed off today were places that you thought would be cool, there's videos on the channel for pretty much all of them. I didn't make a video in the Vatican. I only made one little video in San Marino. But yeah, check it out. There's some cool adventures to be had there. My channel, these videos like this are generally a week or two behind from when I actually film them. It takes time to edit it. And then usually on YouTube, you only post like 2 or 3 full-length videos a week. Kind of which is the schedule I'm trying to go for. As if you are someone who likes to tune in episode by episode, I don't want it to be too tedious for you to keep caught up with me if I do more than that. And if I am ahead of schedule, I have room to take breaks as well. And then of course, YouTube's always trying to compete with, you know, TikTok and all that shit. So, ooh, got some chicken. Yeah, wow. Sorry, distracted. This is the cool part of the market here. But yeah, YouTube's always trying to compete with TikTok, so I make like those shorts. I try to make them entertaining for you guys, and also just to help YouTube reward me for participating in the stuff that it wants me to participate in. You got to play the game when you have a YouTube. I'm thinking about doing some live streams and stuff as well. Just kind of get to know me, Q&As, you know, hanging out wherever I can have good access to Wi-Fi, where there could be something entertaining. Head back this way. And yeah, no, it's been an awesome journey so far, obviously on the traveling end, but it's been awesome making these videos, you know, engaging on Instagram, stuff like that. That's right, ADHD brain, sorry, backtrack. Told you I should have had a script. The shorts will be more real time compared to these videos. So like, I might be in one country, you know, in terms of the episodic videos, but then the shorts are going to be somewhere else. It is kind of a spoiler from where I'm going, but you know, I'm not too stressed about spoilers. And then if you follow me on Instagram as well, you're going to get more of a real-time glimpse at what I'm doing, especially. It's kind of a fun Instagram, like in terms of just like, you'll see I do more stuff there than I even do on the YouTube. Because I'm always doing stuff, but you can only make so many videos like this versus like I'm going out trying to cook a restaurant or something. I give travel tips and resources there, try to make you laugh maybe. Maybe some cool pictures. So yeah, follow me on there, check it out. Say hi to, you know, tell me you found me from YouTube. That'd be cool. But yeah, guys, like, I don't know how to close this, but it's an interesting nostalgia going on this journey. Like, I'm not even done with the journey yet, but there's nostalgia for every day that goes by. Like, Italy seemed like it was such a long time ago. I have been journaling. I'm not a daily journaler. I don't have the attention span for that, but I try to do it every week or every other week. So at least I have like a couple pages just typed out of what I did in a certain place, just to, so I have the memories there. Because that plus my Instagram and really this in general, it's ultimately just when I'm older I can look back on something cool that I did and be proud of myself, you know, have no regrets when I'm an old man. And ooh, cool temple up here. So I don't know, kind of, it's interesting, like your perception of time changes on this. I don't have a 9 to 5. I make my own schedule, which is good and bad. I really have to whip myself into shape to actually adhere to it. And then, ooh, the storm is coming. Yeah, and then like your perception of time definitely gets off just because you're like, was that a week ago? Was that 2 weeks ago? Because it's weird, I do a lot, but I also have days, a few days a week where I try to actually be kind of lazy, rest up, watch a movie on HBO, or you know, just watch some stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. There's no shorts. I have a thing in my bag, I just don't feel like putting it on. That's cool though. These are beautiful. But yeah, so I try to have times where I rest, relax, go for a swim if my hotel has a pool, play Nintendo Switch and do nothing for a day. But like, even though I have those lazy days, I still like, I'm like, holy shit, I've done so much stuff within a short period of time. It kind of blows my mind. But yeah, guys, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Again, this was just kind of a get to know me episode, and kind of get to know my journey so far. I know by YouTube algorithm terms, this probably is the most interesting episode. Probably my most loyal subscribers stuck around this far. You guys are the best. If you are new, explore my channel a little more. There's more interesting videos where I get into shenanigans and do stuff compared to this one. Now, because I got to treat myself, I haven't eaten yet today. Figured I'd find a cool snack here or something. I'm gonna pause the camera, look around for something good, and we'll eat it together, and we'll sign off together. See you in a sec.